all the way to that 3:35 game on Monday afternoon. So Everett's the visitors, and they are ready to go as Cam McGrath will come up, and he'll be the first batter here to face the Kevin Riley from Linn-Benton. So again, losers out game, and the winner will continue tomorrow morning at 11:05. McGrath, Tingelstad, and Anderson to face the left-hander in the first pitch from Riley as we are underway at 12:50. It is ball one. Riley is ready. Here's the next pitch, and McGrath taking, and it's strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike on Everett's Cam McGrath. McGrath, a designated hitter here for this ball game. Riley is ready. Here's the next pitch, swing and a high pop-up behind home plate, and it will end up behind us. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter, Everett, or Cam McGrath for Everett. Already 1 game into the books today as Lane has sent Big Ben home. The next pitch misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lane defeating Big Ben by a score of 5-2 as Kevin Mulcahy had a 4-for-5 afternoon with 4 RBIs, or morning actually. Great day. Here's the next pitch, bouncing ball hit to third base, knocked down there by Peters. The throw across the diamond, and he is out at first base on a bang-bang play. I had the post right in front of me, so I couldn't see. I was looking for the official. And here's the replay, the throw, and just got him by half a step. And McGrath is retired for the first out of the ball game. We'll give you the defensive lineups here for Linn-Benton in just a moment. I bring to the plate Trent Tingelstad. Tingelstad, the left fielder, and he's also a left-hander. He takes the first pitch, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Tingelstad. Riley is ready, rather. Next pitch, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. I try and keep calling him Riley instead of O'Reilly because you have O'Reilly Auto Parts around here. Easy to say. Here's the next pitch, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tingelstad. Everett in its white uniforms with the next pitch with the red uniforms edged in, looks like blue, and Trojans across the front of their jerseys as the count is 2-2 on Tingelstad. Anderson awaits on deck. Riley is ready. Here's the pitch. Curveball bounces up to the plate, and it'll bounce part way back to the mound, and Riley will grab it. And let's see if he changes balls, so he'll keep it. And the count goes 3-2. DQ Lee is in left field for Linn-Benton. Cole Carter is in center. Derek Dardzinski is the right fielder. Get a look there at the pitcher, Kevin Riley. And Tingelstad will step back in. Here comes the wind and 3-2 delivery. Swing, popped foul, and it will not be able to be grabbed by either the catcher or the third baseman. Damon Peters is the third baseman for Linn-Benton. Richard Mascarenas is the shortstop. Tate Cowden is the second baseman. Josh Congdon is at first. Behind the plate, Cole Hamilton, and on the mound, Kevin Riley. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, grounded towards the first baseman. Congdon goes to his knees, flips it to the covering Riley for the out, and Tingelstad is retired for the second out of the inning. So that'll bring to the plate Nick Anderson for Everett. Anderson, the second baseman here this afternoon for the Trojans. The Trojans, the number 2 North team, they won the Everett Regional. As Riley peers on in, and here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on Nick Anderson. So Everett comes in with a 31-17 record. Again, the North number 2 team. And Linn-Benton, spectacular record. Next pitch, bounce towards the third baseman, charged there by Peters, throws across the diamond in time, and Everett's gone. 1-2-3 here in the top half of the first inning. After half an inning of play, your score, Everett 0, Linn-Benton coming to bat.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
I remember the moment clearly.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
I realized at that moment, when we first saw the damage, these people really needed us. And I was going to make a difference, right here in my community. Together with local responders, we cleared trees and collapsed walls. We had to get to the family trapped beneath. As a citizen soldier, I made a difference.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
For Linn-Benton, it'll be Carter, Congdon, and Peters to face the pitching prowess of Everett's Owen Leonard. And Everett's starting pitcher Owen Leonard is the son of Bruce and Melissa Leonard. Bruce, a 1974 Mark Morris High School graduate. Bruce and Melissa are watching today's game in Belfast, where they're trying to tour as many pubs as they can. Lucky people. Another former 74 Monarch, Tracy Stagg, is also watching today from Belfast. Leonards and Staggs are close friends with LCC coaching legend Kelly Smith, and LCC Athletic Director Kirk Rowland also says hi to the Leonards and the Staggs. Well, thank you to Kirk for passing that information on. That's pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed the ball game. Carter steps in and swings at the first pitch from Owen Leonard, and it will go foul. So no balls and one strike on Carter. Carter, the center fielder for Linn-Benton, again to be followed by Congdon and Peters. Again, did not get a chance to set the lineups here, but we'll do it here as we work through a couple of batters or so, as we're in game number 6 here of the NWAC Baseball Championships. Owen Leonard's next pitch is a fastball high, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Cole Carter. Linn-Benton, the home team for this ball game. Here comes a 1-1 pitch, and that fastball again is high, ball 2. Linn-Benton, obviously the biggest upset victim of the day yesterday, losing to Spokane 4-3. Here comes a 2-1 pitch, a curveball again high for ball 3. Right now, Leonard missing upstairs in the zone as he's behind on the leadoff batter, Cole Carter. 3 balls and 1 strike. No score, bottom of the first inning between Everett and Linn-Benton. Here comes a 3-1 pitch. That fastball swing and a miss, strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes now on Carter. Infield playing back. Outfield straight away as the sun has broken through here in Longview. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Carter fans for the first out of the ball game. So 1 up, 1 down as Leonard records his first strikeout of the ball game. Again, in the first game, Baldacci for Lane threw a complete game win, 5-2 win with 9 strikeouts. We had good pitching here in the first game. So that'll bring to plate Josh Congdon. First pitch to him, fastball, swing, foul away for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Josh Congdon. Congdon on the year, a .268 batter. And here's the next pitch, swing, fouled away again, and the count no balls and 2 strikes on Congdon. Congdon, the first baseman this afternoon for Linn-Benton. And behind the count 0-2. Damon Peters awaits on deck. Leonard is ready. Here's a pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts for Owen Leonard. It'll be up to Damon Peters to try and get something going with 2 outs. We are neighbors helping neighbors through a tradition of service of more than 6,000 citizen soldiers, which comprise our ranks throughout Washington State. Guardsmen faithfully safeguard lives and property at home. To learn more about the Washington National Guard, visit nationalguard.com or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. First pitch to Peters, fastball, strike one. No balls and a strike on Peters. Leonard started slow. First three pitches were all balls, and since then, he's found the zone. Here's the next pitch. Of course, I see that he bounces up the plate. The count 1 ball, 1 strike. He fanned both Carter and Congdon to start the ball game. For Everett, Trent Tingelstad is in left field. Danny Head is the center fielder. Chase Hacker is in right. Connor Marshall is the third baseman. Next pitch misses for ball 2. Kyle Rodriguez is at short. Nick Anderson patrols second base for Everett. Marcus McCannell is at first. Behind the plate, Kenny McCormick and Owen Leonard on the mound. His next pitch, off speed, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Damon Peters. Ken Divers behind the plate. Tyler Schmidt is at first. Chris Claflin is at third. Here's the next pitch, curveball, swing, fouled away. The count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Peters, the leading hitter for the Roadrunners at .342 with a couple of home runs and 35 RBIs. Here comes a 2-2 pitch, that fastball. Chopped towards the shortstop, charged there by Rodriguez, and he drops it. Chopper towards the shortstop, and Rodriguez unable to hold on to it. And that'll be ruled an error, I'm pretty sure, and allow Peters to reach base. So an E6, catcher. And that'll bring the plate Cole Hamilton. Hamilton, the catcher here for the Roadrunners. That's the first miscue of the ball game, and that'll allow Peters to try and get something going here. So Leonard will have to work from the stretch for the first time here this afternoon. And the first pitch, fastball, he's taking and misses a bit high. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Hamilton. Hamilton, 293 average. Takes a look down as head coach Ryan Gibson gets the play. Now he sets back in. Leonard is ready. Here's the pitch and swung on. Popped foul near inside foul territory. Third baseman running on over. Marshall makes the catch. That retires Hamilton for the final out of the inning. For Linn-Benton, no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 runner left. After 1, Everett nothing, Linn-Benton nothing.
I'm Danny Horton, and I'm an STCU member. The windstorm of 2015, who doesn't remember that? Had no power, were the heaters, the horse drop was a 600-pound block of ice. STCU stepped up. I went straight down. I got the loan I needed. If it hadn't been for STCU and the ability to provide everything I needed, where would I have been? I'm Danny Horton, and STCU is here for good.
Nestled within tall trees and beautiful buildings, Pierce College has established itself as a national leader in improving student success. With 2 main campuses in Puyallup and Fort Steilacoom, and satellite campuses on Joint Base Lewis-McChord, Pierce College strives to create quality educational opportunities to help students realize their possibilities. As we celebrate 50 years in the community, Pierce College is proud to offer more than 60 programs of study with a fit for you, your life, your schedule, and your dream. Find your path, start at Pierce College today, and realize your possibilities. Visit pierce.ctc.edu.
Kenny McCormick, Danny Head, and Marcus McCannell do up for Everett here in the top half of the second inning. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters to face Kevin Riley. Riley, the left-hander, face the right-hander McCormick. And he is ready. First pitch, taking, strike 1. Third baseman for Linn-Benton, we didn't get to finish the defensive lineup, is Damon Peters. Richard Mascarenas is at short. Tate Cowden is at second. Josh Congdon at first. Next pitch misses low for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cole Hamilton behind the plate and on the mound, Kevin Riley. No score, top of the second inning. Here comes the next pitch, and he's taking, and it's high again for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on the number 4 hitter, McCormick. McCormick 342 on the season. Comes a 2-1 pitch, and that misses wide for ball 3. Has 3 home runs and 44 RBIs. That is the leading total RBIs for Everett. Now he's up on the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Riley ready, here's the pitch, and he's taking, and it's at the knees for strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes now on McCormick. Takes a walk out of the batter's box, steps back in, get a good look at him there. And Riley is ready. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball hit to the first baseman, glove there by Congdon. He'll flip it to Riley. Riley covering the first base. And for the second time this afternoon, Riley and Congdon combine for the put out. So that's the first out of the top of the second inning. Everett and Linn-Benton in no score. Then bring up the number 5 hitter, Danny Head. So Riley has retired the first 4 batters he has faced. First pitch to Head. He swings it off the end of the bat. It'll fall into left center field for a base hit. So Head, first pitch swinging, hits it into left center field between Carter and Lee and picks up the first base hit of the ball game for Everett. In fact, the first base runner of the ball game for Everett. Now bring to the plate the first baseman, Marcus McCannell. Right-handed hitter will step on in to face the left-handed Riley. So Riley will have to work from the stretch in the first pitch. He's taking inside corner, strike 1. McCannell on the year, 279 hitting. Couple of home runs, 19 RBIs. Right-handed hitter. And again, Riley from the stretch. Here's the pitch. This one's low and inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on McCannell. McCannell, freshman, up Kirkland. Up by Bowling. Shows the bunt, and it is a foul ball. Just a couple feet down the third baseline, and it was behind the line, so the count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes on McCannell. Don't count from Kirkland. I thought he said Everett. No, he's from Kirkland. So that's more Microsoft territory. Now here comes a 1-2 pitch from Riley, and he takes it low for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on McCannell. Chase Hacker awaits on deck for the Trojans. Riley again will work from the stretch. And here comes the pitch. And that is a bit inside. McCannell thought he might have been rung up. He almost took a step towards the dugout, but home plate umpire Ken Diver said, nope, missed a little bit, and he's still up there. So the count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. McCannell strikes out for the second out of the inning. For Riley, his first strikeout of the afternoon. Now to bring up the plate the number 7 hitter, Chase Hacker. Be sure to check out the NWAC on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedule, scores, stats, and more. Riley's first pitch to Hacker, strike 1. No balls and a strike on Hacker. He hits .232 on the season with 9 RBIs, no home runs. Riley ready, here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive foul and out of play. The count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Hitting the play area, which when the Black Bears start playing, our local West Coast Baseball League team starts playing next week. That'll be converted into a play area for the kids. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that fastball is high, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Hacker. Hacker, a sophomore from Linwood. As Riley works from the stretch. Here is the pitch. And that one misses inside, and the count evens out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning with Everett and Linn-Benton scoreless. Riley's ready. Here's the pitch. And it throws out one outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes now on the hitter, Hacker. Riley will once more try and get the inning over with. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. There goes the runner. Ball swung on and fouled away. The count stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now that the sun has come out, it's warmed up a bit here in Longview. To tell you the truth, it's colder in the press box than it is out on the field. 68 degrees outside right now, but inside the box it hasn't quite warmed up as yet, so most of us wearing sweatshirts at the moment. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. There goes the runner. Swing, fouled away again, and off the netting down the right field line. And the count stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rodriguez awaits on deck for Everett if Hacker can get on base. O'Reilly trying to get out of the inning here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch once again. Swing, popped up, out of play once again. Have to admit, Head's getting his workout over at first base. He's had 3 consecutive pitches that he's gone as the count is full. Not being held on by Congdon at first base. Gets his lead once again. There he goes. And there's a pitch, swing, and a line drive towards left field. It'll fall in front of the left fielder, DQ Lee, for a base hit. So Hacker able to foul off numerous pitches and picks up the base hit. The second hit of the inning for the Trojans. And down to second base goes Danny Head. And at first with a 2-out single goes Chase Hacker. Now to bring up Kyle Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the shortstop for Everett here this afternoon. Everett with its first threat of the ballgame with 2 outs and 2 runners on. First pitch to Riley is upstairs, ball 1. Or Rodriguez, I mean. Rodriguez hitting just .217 this year, 1 home run and 22 RBIs. Riley again from the stretch, looks back to second, comes home with a pitch. Fastball cut out and miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Kyle Rodriguez. Again, winner plays tomorrow at 11:05. Loser on the road, home. Runners get their leads. First base not being held on. There's the next pitch, and Riley misses inside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Rodriguez. Outfield straight away. Infield plays back deep. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Check swing, and he went around for strike 2. Really more of a 3/4 swing as Rodriguez was fooled there, and now the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hacker got a base hit on a 3-2 count. We'll see if Rodriguez can deliver something here. Runners again with their leads, and Riley from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and the fastball is inside. A long lead down at second base by Head, and he quickly scrambles back to second. So again, the count goes full. The runners will hit a bit of an advantage as they can take off as soon as the ball is thrown. No score between Everett and Linn-Benton. Riley is ready. There go the runners. The pitch is swung on, hit the center field. Retreating is Carter. He's got room, makes the catch, and Everett's retired for the 3rd out here in the second inning. After 1.5 innings of play, your score Everett nothing, Linn-Benton nothing.
Ready for a new adventure? study at Douglas College in Vancouver, Canada. Take a post-degree program and launch your career, or prepare to study at top Canadian universities. Become eligible for a 3-year work visa with a 2-year program. Choose success. Choose Douglas College.
Fremstead will lead off for Linn-Benton here in the bottom half of the second inning, as Linn-Benton and Everett are knotted after 1.5 innings of play. Fremstead, right-handed batter. He'll face the right-handed pitcher, Owen Leonard. The first pitch misses for ball 1. Fritchoff is from Astoria, not that far from Longview. Here's the next pitch, and that's called strike 1. About an hour from us here in Longview. We're located in Cowlitz County. For you who are not familiar with our part of the woods, here's the next pitch, swung on, hit down the right field line. Long run for Hacker in foul territory near the fence. Did he make the catch or did it pop out of his glove? It did not stay in his glove, pops out as he hit the fence just as he reached out and almost made another nice catch. You just see the very end, you can see the ball rolling in the bullpen. Maybe he didn't get his hand on the glove or glove on the ball, and it ended up out of play. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Fremstad. We've seen some good plays, defensive plays out here. Now Fremstad will step back in. Again, Longview Kelso in Cowlitz County. Here comes a 1-2 pitch, and that fastball is high for ball 2. Kelso is the actual county seat. We're 45 miles north of Portland, Oregon. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And Fremstad strikes out for the first out of the inning. Already Leonard with 3 strikeouts in the ball game. That'll bring the plate Richard Mascarenas. Mascarenas, a freshman from Las Vegas. Hits .328 on the season, and he'll step on in to face Owen Leonard for the first time. He takes the first pitch. This is high, ball 1. About 120 miles south of Seattle as well, and we're right on the I-5 corridor. Here's the next pitch, and that fastball at the knees, strike 1. Surrounded by the ocean, we got the Columbia River right by us, the College River. Mount St. Helens is 45 minutes away. We're close to a lot of things. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swing, fouled back to the screen. The count stays, or moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. We have the only unfortunate thing I think most people will agree with is we have a lot of cloudy days, like 300 a year. This time of year, people from the south love it up here. Here's the next pitch down in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Talking to one of the coaches yesterday from Texas Arlington, he goes, "This is great, absolutely great. This is good weather to watch baseball." Here's a 2-2 pitch, fastball, outside corner, strike 3 called. Mascarenas rung up for the second out of the inning, and already 4 strikeouts by Owen Leonard. STCU salutes the community colleges of Washington for helping students achieve their educational and career goals for more than 50 years. When it comes to your financial goals, join the not-for-profit financial cooperative that serves members throughout Washington. First pitch swinging, DQ Lee gets a base hit, and for Linn-Benton, it's first base hit of the ball game. That'll bring the plate Tate Cowden. Cowden, the second baseman for the Roadrunners. Takes a look down at head coach Ryan Gibson. Now he'll step on in. Cowden this year, 261 hitter with 1 home run and 28 RBIs. Leonard from the stretch. The first pitch, fastball misses, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Cowden. Everett nothing, Linn-Benton nothing. 2 outs, bottom of the 2nd inning. Elimination game. As we've sent 1 team home already. Here's Leonard's 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Looked like he took a little bit off that one. Cowden in front of it, and the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Tate Cowden from Eagle Point, Oregon, the sophomore. And Leonard will work from the stretch again. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball, it's a dandy at the knees, strike 2. So Cowden now behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes, as Leonard already looking for his 5th strikeout of the ball game. He struck out 4 in 1 2/3 innings so far. And he'll work from the stretch. Runner takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit towards the second base and over his head into right center field for a base hit. Lee on his way to third base will get in there, and Linn-Benton has runners at the corners with 2 outs. Cowden, a soft line drive over the second baseman Anderson into right center field, and Lee quickly moves around from first to third, and the Roadrunners have something going with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. That'll bring to the plate Derek Dardzinski. Dardzinski, the right fielder here today for the Roadrunners. Left-handed batter. And so Leonard will have to work out of the stretch as he has runners at the corners. Here's the pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. McCormick was thinking to the runner at first. Cowden was going, but he just made a quick fake and he stayed there. And the pitch misses high. So 1 ball, no strikes on Dardzinski. Dardzinski, 276 batting average. Leonard's ready. Here's a pitch. And again, the pitch misses high. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. When Leonard's missed, they've been up in the zone. And he started out slow, but then recovered with a couple strikeouts in the first. And he struck out 2 here in the second. And now it's down on the count to Dardzinski. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the next pitch, swing, popped up, left field and shallow. Long run for the left fielder in foul territory, makes the catch and retires Linn-Benton here in the 2nd. So your score after 2 complete innings of play is Linn-Benton nothing, Everett nothing.
Baden for supplying the official game balls of the NWAC. Baden committed to developing.
I'm strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
There is no obstacle an engineer can't tackle, build around, or blow up. Skilled and versatile, these soldiers pave the way, building fortifications, detecting and destroying mines, or restoring electricity after a natural disaster. Nothing stands in the way of a Guard engineer.
Go to the top of the 3rd inning, and the 9, 1, and 2 hitters coming up for Everett in a scoreless contest with Linn-Benton. Connor Marshall will step in, swings at the first pitch, Pops it out of play behind us, and the count no balls and 1 strike on Marshall. Marshall, third baseman here this afternoon for Everett. Fouls off the next pitch, and the count no balls and 2 strikes. Marshall this season under the Mendoza line. He's at 193 and has 9 RBIs. Next pitch, swing, fouled away again. Did he? A couple of hits last night though against LCC, so he might be above the line now. 2 hits in a night usually moves that average up pretty quickly. That pitch misses high for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the third baseman, Marshall. Marshall, freshman from Mill Creek. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball down the third baseline. Foul. And the count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. You know, it doesn't really matter how you do throughout the season. It matters how you do in the tournament. So if you can start picking up at tournament time, that's when it really counts. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fooled badly there, and Marshall fans for the first out of the third inning. For Riley, his second strikeout of the ball game. Leonard has already struck out 4. We got some pretty good pitching going early here in the contest as both teams have combined for just 4 hits. Back to the top of the order. They'll bring Cam McGrath to the plate. McGrath grounded out to Peters, the third baseman, in his first attempt. Riley's first pitch, swing and a fly ball hit down the left field line. Long run for the left fielder, and it's just foul. Right down the line, a long run for Lee, but fortunately for Linn-Benton, looked like about a foot foul. So no balls and 1 strike on Cam McGrath. McGrath over the 300 mark in hitting at 302. McGrath is ready. Here's the pitch from Riley, and he's taking, and it's strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on McGrath. Everett nothing, Linn-Benton nothing. Top of the third with 1 out. Here's Riley, and he pitches it, and the ball hit off the end of the bat by McGrath and goes foul. Up the first base line, and the count stays at no balls and 2 strikes. Looks like they will check the baseball. That being the home plate umpire, Ken Diver, says it's okay, and he'll trot back behind the dish, and we'll resume play here. No balls, 2 strikes on McGrath. He'll step back in again, and the left-hander Riley will now get the signal, and he'll deliver the pitch. Comes the 0-2 pitch, curveball, swing, popped up in the infield, shallow right field. The second baseman backtracking, Cowden reaches up, he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down now for the Trojans here in the top of the third inning, as Cowden looked up into that sky and backtracked quite a ways actually, but he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So Trent Tingelstad will take his second look at Riley. He bounced out to Riley his last at bat, swings at the first pitch, fouls it away, strike 1. Actually, he grounded to Congdon, who tossed to Riley, who got the put out in the first inning. So he's already got a couple of putouts here in the ball game, as he and Congdon have combined twice. Here's the next pitch, the curveball, and just misses him inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Tingelstad. Tingelstad, also from Marysville, another sophomore. Comes a 1-1 pitch, and that fastball is outside, ball 2. Again, I've mentioned before, the schools that where they're located geographically are probably going to recruit that area a little bit harder, get some of the local talent there. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. That one is on the outside corner, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Tingelstad. Left-hander versus left-hander. Here comes a 2-2 pitch, and it's in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes now on Tingelstad. Anderson awaits on deck for the Trojans. Infield playing back, and the outfield shading him a bit to the right. Riley ready, and now time called. Singlestad steps out, and he'll set back in. Here comes the pitch, swing, popped up, foul territory, third base side. Looks like Peters will have room. He does, makes the catch, and Everett's retired here in the third inning. After 2.5 innings of play, it's Everett nothing, Linn-Benton nothing.
Nestled within tall trees and beautiful buildings, Pierce College has established itself as a national leader in improving student success. With 2 main campuses in Puyallup and Fort Steilacoom, and satellite campuses on Joint Base Lewis-McChord, Pierce College strives to create quality educational opportunities to help students realize their possibilities. As we celebrate 50 years in the community, Pierce College is proud to offer more than 60 programs of study with a fit for you, your life, your schedule, and your dream. Find your path, start at Pierce College today, and realize your possibilities. Visit pierce.ctc.edu.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you, for them, Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
I'm Deborah Jackson. I work at STCU. During the windstorm of 2015, we were expecting that members would need any number of things. I was talking with a colleague. It popped into my head that why can't we do something to help offset that cost for our members and our community? So that day we came up with the Get It Fixed loan. Everyone was on board with it. It was done that day. Being part of this community and involved and invested as we are, when we see a need like that, we take the action. I'm Deborah Jackson, and STCU is here for good.
Cole Carter, Josh Congdon, Damon Peters due up here for Linn-Benton as we go to the bottom half of the third inning. Everett nothing, Linn-Benton nothing as Carter steps on in. Owen Leonard ready in the first pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike one. No balls and a strike on Carter. Carter struck out to lead off the game for Linn-Benton. One of 4 strikeout victims for Leonard through 2 innings. Here's the next pitch. Swing, fouled away. And the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes on Carter. Linn-Benton, as I mentioned, 42-3 on the year. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive into left field, but it'll be played easily there by Tingelstad. And 1 up, 1 down. Carter hit it hard, but right at Tingelstad, and he makes the catch for the first out of the third inning. Again, even though Linn-Benton has a sparkling record, it's in a loser's out game as it was shocked yesterday by Spokane. I'm bringing to the plate Josh Congdon. Congdon 0 for 1, and he swings at the first pitch, fouls it away for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Congdon. Congdon struck out in the first as well. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball hit towards the shortstop. Rodriguez over, picks it up, throws the first in time, and Congdon retired for the second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 down, and that'll bring up Damon Peters. Clark College in Vancouver, Washington is enrolling for the next quarter. Whether you want to advance your career, complete a degree, or earn your high school diploma, Clark College can help you reach your goals. Visit clark.edu to learn more. Peters steps in, swings at the first pitch, moves it towards center field. Caught there by Head, and Linn-Benton is retired here in the third inning. After 3 innings of play here at Lower Columbia College's David Story Field, it's Everett nothing, Linn-Benton nothing.
Ready for a new adventure? Study at Douglas College in Vancouver, Canada. Take a post-degree program and launch your career, or prepare to study at top Canadian universities. Become eligible for a 3-year work visa with a 2-year program. Choose success. Choose Douglas College.
Okay, we're in the fourth inning now as Everett and Linn-Benton remain in a scoreless tie. Nick Anderson will come up to face Kevin Riley, to be followed by Kenny McCormick and Danny Head. Left-hander's ready, and he deals the first pitch, and it misses low, ball one. Anderson in the ball game, 0 for 1, grounded out to the second baseman. Cowden is only at bat. Riley ready, here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a one-hopper past the diving shortstop into left center field for a base hit. Wide turn by Anderson, and the ball quickly thrown on in, and Anderson leads off with a solid single into left field for a base hit. That'll bring to the plate Kenny McCormick, and for Everett, it's third base hit of the ball game here in a scoreless tie. Top of the fourth, nobody out, and McCormick, the catcher, will come up to the plate. Number 4 hitter, grounded out to Congdon, his first at bat. O'Reilly from the stretch comes home with a pitch, and McCormick taking, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes on McCormick. Again, the leading hitter for the Trojans at 342, also leads the way with RBIs at 44. Here's the next pitch. Swing, fly ball, hit to right field towards the line. A long run for Dardzinka. He's in fair territory, makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Well, kind of an inside-outside swing for McCormick. Push it down the right field line, but it hung up long enough for Dardzinski to run under to make the catch for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Danny Head. Head is 1 for 1 here this afternoon. And he'll step on in as a throw over to first base. Be sure to check out the NWAC on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. First pitch to Head misses low, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes on Head. Riley ready again from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike on Head. Head single to left field. As I mentioned, he's only at bat here in the second. 1 of 3 base knocks off of Riley. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Looks like it took a little bit off and threw it down near the knees. And Head comes up empty again. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on the center fielder. Runner at first takes his lead. That's Anderson. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Head upset with himself as he came up empty, as again Riley took something off of it and strikes out Head for the second out of the inning. For Riley, his third strikeout of the afternoon. That'll bring to the plate Marcus McCannell. McCannell 0 for 1. He was a strikeout victim in the second. First pitch to him. Taking, inside corner, strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike on McCannell. Riley again, out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing, fouled away. And the count at 0 balls and 2 strikes. Again, no score. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Everett nothing, Linn-Benton nothing. Elimination game here. Winner plays tomorrow at 11:05. Loser on the road again. You really don't want to hear me sing. You really don't. Here comes Riley's 0-2 pitch. Swing, fouled away again. And the count stays at 0 balls and 2 strikes. Well, maybe you want to hear me sing, but I know my kids don't. It's pretty bad. That's what I'm told. I mean, geez. Riley ready. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's in the dirt, blocked nicely there by Hamilton. And the count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. Riley, you got to look at him. Now you take a look at McCannell as the wind starts to pick up. Here's the pitch. Swing and another foul. Now the right side and out of play. And the count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And lots of action around in the area. Kelso High School will be playing in the state semifinals over in the Tri-Cities. We'll have that locally on the radio on 101.5 The Wave if you're here in town. Starts at 3:55. Here's the next pitch, and that is a little bit low for ball 2. You hear the groans and the moans from the fans here as Ken Diber did not ring up the batter McCannell, and the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And if Kelso wins, will play for the state championship tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. Comes a 2-2 pitch. There goes the runner. Swing. Bouncing ball hit towards Mascarenas. He's got it. A low throw dug out nicely there by Congdon. And Everett's retired here in the 4th inning of play. After 3.5 innings of play here at LCC Story Field, the score remains Everett nothing, Linn-Benton nothing.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
Soldiers in the Guard's intelligence field gather information on the enemy using a variety of tactics. Scanning foreign communications, conducting interrogations, and debriefing friendly contacts, all while delivering and coordinating data to help allies on the battlefield or stop civil emergencies. The enemy can't hide from Guard intelligence.
Hamilton, Fremstad, and Mascarenas up for Linn-Benton here as we're in the bottom of the 4th inning in a scoreless tie between the Trojans and the Roadrunners here at the NWAC Baseball Championships. Leonard is ready in the first pitch, grounded towards the shortstop. Rodriguez has got it. Low throw dug out there by McCannell, and Hamilton is retired for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th, they'll bring the plate Fritjof Fremstad. He is 0 for 1 today, struck out in the 2nd, and Leonard is ready. And the first pitch to Fremstad, strike 1. No balls and a strike on Fremstad. Linn-Benton Roadrunners out of Albany, Oregon. The college established back in 1966. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that sails high. All 1. They have campuses in Albany, Corvallis, Lebanon, and Sweet Home. They got a few around the area. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That fastball swung on and fouled out of play. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. There are colors, school colors, the blue, gold, and white, as you see on the jerseys when we get close-ups of them. Here's a look at the Everett pitcher, Owen Leonard. Here comes the next pitch, swing and foul back to the screen. And the count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. President of Linn-Benton, Greg Hammond. And here comes a 1-2 pitch. Fastball swing, fouled away again. And the count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fritjof Fremstad making Owen Leonard work here in the bottom of the 4th inning in a scoreless game. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Swing and fouled away again to the backstop, and the count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh, he's fouled away at least 3, perhaps 4 pitches. Now he'll step out of the batter's box and gather his thoughts again, and Leonard will step up on the hill. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing popped up again, and it will drift behind us on the right field side. And the count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the home plate umpire getting a handful of baseballs In fact, I'm told 240 baseballs have been bought for this tournament. That's quite a few. Here's the next pitch. Swing, high fly ball, left center field. Moving on over his head, the center fielder, he reaches up, makes the catch for the second out. So Fremstad made Owen Leonard work, but Leonard wins the battle, and Fremstad is the second out of the inning here in the fourth. Everett nothing, Linn-Benton nothing. 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Bring the plate, Mascarenas. Mascarenas, a strikeout victim, back in the second. Leonard is ready. First pitch to him. Swing, high fly ball, left center field. The center fielder once again moving on over. He is there. Head makes the catch, and that's it for Linn-Benton here in the fourth inning of play. A 1-2-3 inning. So after 4, your score remains Everett nothing, Linn-Benton nothing.
Red Lion Hotels Corporation is built to thrive. With innovative programming and in-the-know staff, our hotel brands offer guests great stays and a chance to immerse in local culture. Red Lion Hotels and Red Lion Inn and Suites are better than ever. For travelers who want to get lost and discover adventure, we open the door to the best local experiences. We have reinvented the loyalty program. Introducing Hello Rewards, the first recognition-based loyalty program that encourages members to go further, fly higher, travel better, with tailor-made rewards. And we're not stopping yet. Presenting Hotel RL, our newest hotel brand. Inspired by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, an uplifting, relaxed atmosphere, a staff that loves what they do. For adventurers at heart, Hotel RL will inspire an amazing journey. Our future has never been brighter. 3 strong brands, an expanding portfolio, industry-leading innovation with turnkey solutions, simple fee structures, areas of protection, continued support from day one. We make partnerships easy. Reach a new breed of traveler with RLHC.
Hacker, Rodriguez, and Marshall up for Everett here as we go to the top of the 5th inning in a scoreless tie between Everett and Linn-Benton. Pitchers duel so far as Everett has 3 base hits and Linn-Benton has 2. And the first pitch to Hacker is high, ball 1. Hacker, one of the 3 base hits for Everett, swings at the next pitch and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hacker is singled to left field. Other hits by Head and Anderson. Here's Riley's 1-1 pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball back to Riley. He's got it. It'll go part way over to first. He'll underhand it to the first baseman Congdon. And Hacker's retired for the first out of the 5th. So just a nice, easy one hopper to O'Reilly. And he tosses to Congdon. And Hacker is gone for the first out here in the 5th. Going to bring up the shortstop, Kyle Rodriguez. Rodriguez flied out to Carter in his only at bat in the 2nd. Riley's first pitch, check swing, he went, strike 1. Really didn't hold up much there. And he's rung up by the home plate umpire, Dibert. No balls, 1 strike on Rodriguez. Number 8 hitter in the lineup. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a high fly ball. Left center field and deep. Long run. They look up. It is off the top of the ILW banner. I think that's a home run. It hit the ILW banner, and that is a home run. Kyle Rodriguez, a home run to left center field, and Everett has a 1-0 lead. High fly ball to left center field. It hit above the fence line there. You see it hit the blue sign up there, the ILW Local 21 sign, and it's definitely a home run as it was above the yellow line, and Everett has the 1-0 lead. So Rodriguez, the home run, and coming to the plate is Marshall. Swings at the first pitch, strike 1. No balls and a strike on Marshall. So Everett strikes first here and has the 1-0 lead. Marshall steps in, next pitch, check swing, did he go? They'll check no. Marshall 0 for 1 today. He struck out in the third. Riley ready. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That one is low, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike on Marshall. For Rodriguez, that is his second home run of the year, his 23rd RBI. Here's the 2-1 pitch, swing and a high fly ball, shallow left center field. This time Carter moving on over, he makes the catch for the second out. Well, now there are 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning, and we'll go to the top of the lineup for the Trojans. Cam McGrath will step on in, the designated hitter. He is 0 for 2. Grounded out to Peters, then popped out to the second baseman Cowden. 1-0 Everett after the Rodriguez home run. Here's the first pitch to McGrath, and it's low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on McGrath. Riley back up on the hill. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and that is in the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Riley has not walked anybody, but he's struck out 3, and right now has given up 1 run on just 4 base hits. Here comes the 2-0 pitch, swing and a hard hit ground ball past the diving shortstop into left field for a base hit. Well, McGrath, a stinging single past the diving shortstop, and 2 hits here in the inning now for Everett, on top by a score of 1-0. That'll bring to the plate Trent Tingelstad. Clark College in Vancouver, Washington is enrolling for the next quarter. Whether you want to advance your career, complete a degree, or earn your high school diploma, Clark College can help you reach your goals. Visit clark.edu to learn more. First pitch swinging is Tingelstad to right field. There is Garzinski, makes the catch, and Everett is retired here in the 5th inning of play. But the Trojans get a run, and after 4.5 innings of play, it's Everett 1, Linn-Benton nothing.
Medical specialists in the Guard are skilled in CPR, field triage, and emergency life support. Medics stabilize and evac the wounded during combat, come to the aid of civilians in a disaster, and provide day-to-day outpatient care. Medical specialists are saving lives on and off the battlefield.
Ready for a new adventure? Study at Douglas College in Vancouver, Canada. Take a post-degree program and launch your career, or prepare to study at top Canadian universities. Become eligible for a 3-year work visa with a 2-year program. Choose success. Choose Douglas College.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you. For them. Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
DQ Lee come to the plate for Linn-Benton here in the bottom of the 5th inning after the Roadrunners find themselves down by a score of 1-0 as we move to the bottom of the 5th. It's funny, they win 30 in a row, lose their first one, now they're behind again. Haven't lost 2 obviously all year, and the first pitch hits Lee, and he'll go down to first base. We'll see what kind of resolve the team has, as Lee will go down to first base as he's hit by the pitch. They're bringing the plate Cowden. So 1-0 after the home run by Rodriguez here in the top of the inning. And now Linn-Benton will try and get something going. Only collected 2 base hits in 4+ innings so far. We'll see if head coach Ryan Gibson will perhaps sacrifice. He is showing the bunt. We'll see if the batter Cowden bunts it, and he does, foul. The ball's on a strike on Cowden. Darzinski awaits on deck. Bottom of the lineup usually predicates small ball. You get to the top of the line and then little other things might happen. But here, when you're the 7, 8, 9 hitters, you're expected to be able to bunt and move the runner up into scoring position. The count, no balls and a strike now on Cowden. Leonard from the stretch. Again, he shows the bunt, pushes up the first base line. It's a good bunt. Gloved by the pitcher. Leonard, he'll underhand it to first baseman McCannell, and the sacrifice bunt is successful. So Cowden grounds out 3-1 on the sacrifice, but it moves the runner into scoring position, DQ Lee. Entering the plate, Derek Darzinski. Darzinski 0 for 1, fouled out in his only at bat. The right fielder, left-handed hitter. Leonard from the stretch. Couple looks back. Here's a pitch. Swing, popped up. That'll go behind us and out of play. And the count, no balls and 1 strike. Linn-Benton looking for his first championship since 1991. A lot of teams here have not won a championship in quite a while. I think it was Lane. Yeah, his last title was 2004, but there was one in like 90 or 89. That's Spokane. Spokane came up with a win yesterday, and it's in the winner's bracket. So some of these teams have not tasted victory here in this tournament in quite a while. And Linn-Benton since 1991. Leonard's ready. Looks back to second. Comes home with the pitch. And the fastball misses. Ball 1. Again, you hear some groaning from both sides of the stands here at Story Field. Well, the pitches are close, but Ken Diver saying, nope, not good enough. So the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. It's always one of the hardest things to do, being a home plate umpire with a lot of people watching, as everybody's an umpire in the stands. Leonard is ready, and now time called by the shortstop. Rodriguez calls time, and he'll go through the signals once again. Defensive signals. Get a good look there at Ken Diver. You get to this level, you're a good umpire. You got a lot of good umpires in the area. So a lot of baseball to be played in the area too. Leonard's ready. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Fastball swing, fouled away. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. In fact, when we talk about baseball, this field will be used in August once again for some championship baseball. The Babe Ruth World Series for 15-year-olds will be held here. I believe it's August 9th, if I remember right. So this will be the 6th or 7th time Longview has hosted this event. And it's coming once again. Well, that'll be coming in first part of August after the Black Bear season ends. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Curveball, it just misses for ball 2. We've got this tournament then on May 31st. West Coast League Calais Black Bears, our wood bat semi-pro team, begins play. They'll play through first week of August. Then right after that, the Babe Ruth World Series will be in town. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a throw back to second base. No, and there the ball into center field, but quickly covering his head. No chance for the runner to advance. Well, the pickoff play didn't work as Rodriguez tried to sneak behind, but the throw went into center field. And fortunately for Everett, the ball was quickly covered by the center fielder. All right, back to that. We will have baseball pretty much all summer here. A lot of use for this AstroTurf infield and cutout where the dirt used to be. Again, here's the 2-2 pitch. That fastball bounced towards the second baseman. Over is Anderson. He's got it. Throws a first in time. And Darzinski retired for the second out of the inning. But DQ Lee able to move up to third base on the play. And we'll get to the top of the order for the Roadrunners and Cole Carter. So now, pass, ball, or an error will get Lee in home, or a wild pitch. A lot of different options now to get Lee home to tie the ball game. Carter obviously would like to get a base hit and make it easy on everybody. He's 0 for 2. He takes the first pitch, strike 1. No balls and a strike on Carter. Carter struck out in the first, flied out to left fielder Tingelstad back in the third. 1-0 Everett. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball off the glove of the third baseman. Throw to first, not in time. The ball game is tied. Hard one hopper off of Marshall, and we'll check to see what the scoring will be, as it was a hard one hopper. Went off Marshall, gloved by Rodriguez, and he's safe at first. I think it's probably a base hit. It was hard hit. He had to move a step or two. We'll see if we get one more look, and we'll see what I think. I don't count, but we'll see. And now we're tied at 1 as Leonard worked from the stretch, and the first pitch is high. So see if we can see that play. Here it is. And yeah, I guess it's an error. Yeah, it's an error. E5, so we're tied on the air. At first I thought Marshall had to move, but he didn't. It just went off his shoulder, so he misplayed the ball. There goes the runner. Pitch swung on, popped up. Shallow right field. On the run is Hacker, and it'll fall for a base hit. However, the runner quit at second base, as apparently he lost track of the baseball. As Carter stopped at second base, you would think while he was running that he would have been able to get the third base on the play, but he didn't. So Carter apparently lost the ball and stopped at second base, and now Congdon at first and Carter down at second. Now that'll bring to plate Damon Peters. So 1-1 is our score with 2 outs now in the bottom of the 5th inning, as Linn-Benton gets a runner on, hit by a pitch, and then an error by the third baseman allows the tying run to score. Then a bloop to right field, and Carter apparently just lost track of the ball and must have lost track of how many outs there were too, because he didn't get to third. He just went down to second, and he was going on a steal. I'll see what Peters can do. Leonard ready. Here's a pitch, and he's taking. Peters is for strike 1. No balls and a strike on Damon Peters. Leonard, who has struck out 4, those all coming in the first 2 innings. Been unable to keep up that pace. Now he'll step off the rubber. And his counterpart, Riley, has struck out 3. It's been a good pitcher's duel. Just a couple of errors have hurt Everett here in the ballgame. Leonard ready. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That pass ball upstairs. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Damon Peters. Peters, sophomore, Hillsboro. Right-handed hitter. Where's the number 25? Here comes a 1-1 pitch, and that one hit him. Oh, Peters hit by a pitch. He'll go down to first, and that's going to load the bases. Down to third goes Carter. Second base goes Congdon. Down at first is Damon Peters. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Cole Hamilton. Oh, Leonard in trouble here in this inning. Came into the inning with a 1-0 lead and hit a couple of batters now in the ball game. And the first one came around to score, then an error and a bloop, and we're tied at 1. Again, the base is juiced, and looking to see if perhaps we're going to make a change, or if we're going to challenge if he was hit by the pitch. Or maybe someone batted out of order. JoJo Howie down there. They're looking at, talking and looking. I don't know if they're looking at the scorecard or not, but appears to be. Do we have somebody that batted out of order? Not according to my scorebook. And again, he's asking for an explanation and don't know what it's all about. We are neighbors helping neighbors through a tradition of service with more than 6,000 citizen soldiers, which comprise our ranks throughout Washington State. Guardsmen faithfully safeguard lives and property at home and abroad. National Guard soldiers and readiness centers are an integral part of the Washington State's communities and will continue to be for generations to come. To learn more about the Washington National Guard, visit nationalguard.com or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. Oh, conversation here in the bottom of the 5th inning amongst our 3 umpires. Don't know what the conversation is about. I don't believe anybody is batted out of order as I look at that lineup on my score sheet. And the batter at first, Peters, was hit by a pitch, unless they are questioning that the ball perhaps hit the knob of the bat instead of Peters. And then you get together your two partners and see what you come up with. Right now, we're waiting to see what this is all about. And, you know, while we're taking this break, make sure you check out NWAC on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. Okay, so here comes the conversation. It continues. Chris Claflin, who was behind the plate in the first game, making the explanation. And that's what it's all about, is they're checking to see if the batter was hit by a pitch. And he gets this satisfactory explanation, and now the bases are loaded. So that is done, and the bases loaded in a 1-1 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 outs, and Cole Hamilton will come to the plate. Hamilton, 293, 27 RBIs. He's a Gold Glover region. He's a first team South Division region selection. Here, a big spot of the game. Owen Leonard will work from the full windup. Takes a long time, and now time is called. Again, Everett scored in the top of the inning. Now Linn-Benton has tied it, looking to take the lead. Now Leonard will step back on the rubber. Again, a long time there. It looks like he just is not getting the signal he wants, or perhaps a bit confused as to what the signal rotation is. Now he's on the rubber again, and he'll step off again. Now we're going to get conversation. Yeah, they have definitely got their signals crossed. And so Leonard and the catcher, Kelly McCormick, will come out and talk, make sure they're on the right page. Obviously, again, a big part of the game, as while we're halfway through, it's tied at 1, and both pitchers have been on their A games here in the ball game. Now Leonard trying to make sure he gets out of the inning with just a tie ball game. So again, the bases loaded. Carter at third, Congdon at second. Here's the pitch, and it misses outside, ball 1, and Peters at first. 1-1 ball game, and the count 1 ball and no strikes on Hamilton. Leonard ready, and again, he just looks uncomfortable out there. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and that fastball at the knees, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Cole Hamilton. Crowd getting into it now as the ball game is tied. Been a tight contest, obviously, the whole way. Leonard shakes off his catcher, and now he had time called. Hamilton got tired of waiting, so he calls time, and we're going to get a new baseball. They'll keep it in play. They'll change balls out, but they'll keep that ball in play, and Hamilton will step back in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and that's off speed and misses outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Hamilton. Nowhere to put him with the bases loaded in a tie contest. Leonard ready, here's the pitch. That is low and inside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike now on the hitter Hamilton. Really the first control problems we've seen from Leonard, with the exception of the start of the ball game. He quickly recovered. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Broken bat. Ball hit to the second baseman. Glove there by Anderson. Throws to first, and Hamilton's retired. And so is Linn-Benton here in the 3rd inning of play. After 5 innings of play, your score: Linn-Benton 1, Everett 1.
am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
Top of the sixth, and a 1-1 ball game featuring Everett and Linn-Benton in a losers out contest here at the NWAC Baseball Championships here in Longview. For Everett, Anderson, McCormick, and Head, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters to face Kevin Riley. First pitch to Anderson, strike one. Anderson is 1 for 2 this afternoon. Here's the next pitch. Swing popped up, out of play behind us. The count, no balls and 2 strikes. 1 run on 5 hits, a couple errors by Everett. 1 run and just 3 hits and no errors for Linn-Benton. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Wasted outside, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the number 3 hitter, Nick Anderson. Everett, one of the older community colleges in Washington. Here's the next pitch. This is low. Ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Established clear back in 1941. Main campus is in Everett, a few other locations as well. Here's the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Anderson strikes out to start the 6th inning. Well, Anderson strikes out, and for Riley, his 4th punch out of the ball game. That'll bring to the plate Kenny McCormick. McCormick is 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to the first baseman and flied out to the right fielder. Well, McCormick, the catcher, taking all the way in the first pitch, called strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on McCormick. 1 out in the top of the 6th now in a 1-1 game. Riley is ready, and here comes the pitch. Fastball low, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on McCormick. Infield playing back, outfield straight away. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and he's taking all the way, and that's at the belt for strike 2. I think McCormick is expecting one right down the gut like that. He might have taken a hack at it. Now he's behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Riley ready, here's the pitch. Swing a line drive to left field and deep. Back on the ball, but there'll be room for the left fielder, DQ Lee. He makes a catch just short of the warning track. Right at first, it looked like he had a chance to get out here, but it kind of died as the wind pushed it on in, and Lee makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. As a financial cooperative founded by teachers, STCU is happy to support the students at the community colleges of Washington. You can join our not-for-profit credit union if you live, work, attend school, or worship anywhere in Washington. 1-0 count on Head. Here's the next pitch, fouled back to the screen, and a count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Head today 1 for 2, a single in the 2nd, and struck out in the 4th. 1-1 ball game here in the top of the 6th. Here's the next pitch, check swing, and a bit inside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike on Head. McCannell awaits on deck. Danny Head can keep the inning alive. Comes a 2-1 pitch, swing and a bouncing ball hit to third base. Gloved there by Peters, a long throw across the diamond, and Congdon able to keep his foot on the bag, and Everett's retired here in the 6th inning of play. After 5.5 innings, your score, Everett 1, Linn-Benton 1.
My name is John Archuleta, and I'm a loan service bankruptcy officer with STCU. I help members that are struggling with their financial obligations. A lot of times people feel as if they're not good enough. Their finances are telling them that they should have known better. Our goal really is the financial health and well-being of the member. We are our members are us. We don't have investors here. We're not protecting the investor's bottom line. No matter what's going on, we're dealing with people's lives. I'm John Archuleta, and STCU is here for good.
Nestled within tall trees and beautiful buildings, Pierce College has established itself as a national leader in improving student success. With 2 main campuses in Puyallup and Fort Steilacoom, and satellite campuses on Joint Base Lewis-McChord, Pierce College strives to create quality educational opportunities to help students realize their possibilities. As we celebrate 50 years in the community, Pierce College is proud to offer more than 60 programs of study with a fit for you, your life, your schedule, and your dream. Find your path, start at Pierce College today, and realize your possibilities. Visit pierce.ctc.edu.
We have a change here for Linn-Benton as Evan Cyrus is going to pinch hit for Fritjof Fremstad. And Cyrus will step on in to face Owen Leonard. 1-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning as Cyrus will step on in. First pitch, low, ball 1. Be followed by Mascarenas and DQ Lee. Leonard ready. Here comes a 1-0 pitch, and that fastball misses inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Cyrus. Evan Cyrus, a freshman from Albany, right-handed hitter. Get a look at him there. Here comes a 2-0 pitch. That one high strike for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike now on the Linn-Benton pinch hitter. Leonard is ready. Here's the next pitch. That is low, ball 3. You know, before yesterday, the last loss for the Roadrunners was clear back on March 30th. That was to Mount Hood. And they won 30 in a row before the surprise yesterday. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That fastball, strike 2 called. The count goes full now on Cyrus at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Leonard ready. Here comes the pitch. Fastball is low, ball 4. So lead-off walk for Cyrus, and for Leonard, that's the first free pass that he's issued today. That'll bring to the plate Richard Mascarenas. Mascarenas is 0 for 2 today. Struck out looking in the 2nd and flied out to the center fielder his last at bat. So we'll have a conference now amongst the Everett team as we are tied at 1-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Celebrating 50 years of possibilities realized, Pierce College is here to guide you to student success. With more than 60 programs of study at Pierce College, there's a fit for you, your life, and your schedule, including short-term certificate programs, transfer degrees, and even baccalaureate degrees. Pierce provides flexible degree options to help you on your path. Your pathway is clear at Pierce College. Okay, so the conference is broken up, and Mascarenas will step on in. 1-1 game. Will he be batting? He is the number 6 hitter, so I'd say 50-50 chance, but the third baseman Marshall's going to move on in. And he won't. He does show a late bunt. It goes up the first base line and foul. Hung right on the line and quickly charged by McCannell. He'll touch it in foul territory, and it's no balls, 1 strike on Mascarenas. So he showed a late bunt that time. Let's see what happens on this pitch. Again, the third baseman Marshall playing even with the grass right now, or the artificial turf in this case. And now he's a couple steps in. Now the bunt shown early. Here's the pitch, and this time it's up the first base line. It's a good one, gloved by the pitcher, and Leonard will throw to the first baseman covering, and the sacrifice is successful. Well, down to second goes Cyrus as Mascarenas is retired 1-3 for the first out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate DQ Lee. DQ Lee hit by a pitch and scored the only run of the game for Linn-Benton here in this contest. He came around to score. And Leonard from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and it's high, ball 1. DQ Leonard is Daquan Dennis Lee. DQ Lee, I don't know what I said. Daquan Dennis Lee, as Leonard is the pitcher. That's what I said. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That is on the outside edge for strike one. Daquan Dennis Lee, a freshman from Oregon City High School. They list him as a shortstop in the program, but today he's out in left field. Played left field yesterday as well. 1-1 the count. Leonard looks back. Here's the pitch. Off speed. Caught the corner for strike two. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on DQ Lee. More moaning and groaning from both sides. But Lee trying to make something happen here with a 2-strike count. Runner in scoring position. Now Leonard will step off the rubber. And we will go through everything again. Lee, the left-handed hitter. Here's Leonard's pitch. Swing, fly ball, left field. Moving on over to his left is left fielder Tinglestad. He makes the catch for the second out. Cybers can't advance on the play, so they have to stay at second. Now 2 outs, so you have to Cowden. Cowden 1 for 1 here in the ball game. A single up the middle in the second, and a sacrifice bunt in the 5th, which eventually got DQ Lee home to tie the ball game at 1. And that's where we stand right now. 1-1, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th inning. Leonard now steps up on the pitching plate. And he'll get the signals from McCormick. Cowden steps in. We are ready. Here comes the pitch. Fastball at the letters, strike one. 1 ball, or no balls, 1 strike on Cowden. Again, Leonard's still throwing fairly hard out there. Getting it up there in pretty good hurry. But he slowed his pace down a little bit, as perhaps he is getting a little bit tired. But again, you know, 1-1 game, I'm sure he's going to stay out there for a while. Now he's ready. The 0-1 pitch, curveball at the belt, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes now on the hitter Cowden. 68 degrees right now. This is forecasted high, and here it is, what, 2:30. We've already hit it, so we might get a little bit warmer here this afternoon. Cowden ready, and again, a long time for Leonard. Again, he has slowed down his delivery time in the last inning or so. Now he's ready. Again, looks to second. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did. Strike 3, and Cowden is retired. So Linn-Benton gets the leadoff runner on, can't do anything with it. And after 6 innings of play, our score remains Linn-Benton 1, Everett 1.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
Top of the 7th between Everett and Linn-Benton, and we're tied at 1-1. McCannell, Hacker, and Rodriguez do up to face Kevin Riley. 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors for Everett. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for Linn-Benton. Stepping to the plate is McCannell, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and a strike on Marcus McCannell. McCannell 0 for 2 today. A strikeout in the second. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swing, popped up, Right field, shallow, towards the line comes Darzinski, and fair territory makes the catch for the first out of the inning. So 1 up, 1 down, as Riley has retired the last 5 batters he has faced. That'll bring to the plate Chase Hacker. Hacker today is 1 for 2, a single in the second, and grounded out to the pitcher back in the 5th. Steps in, shows the bunt, pushes it foul down the third base line, and count no balls and 1 strike on Hacker. Again, Everett, founded in 1941, and their college's first students were housed in an elementary school. Here's the 0-1 pitch, bunted again, fouled back, and the count, no balls and 2 strikes. First constructed building wasn't, or 1958, 7 buildings is when construction was completed on the first building, so it started in 1957. Kind of like LCC. I remember they were down at Corton's for a while. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's wasted outside and high for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the number 7 hitter, Hacker. Riley's ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swing, a soft fly ball to the first base and caught there by Congdon, and 2 up and 2 down here for Everett in the 7th. 1-1 is your score here in the 7th inning of play. Be sure to check out the NWAC on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org or nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. First pitch to the hitter, Kyle Rodriguez, strike 1. No balls and a strike on Rodriguez. Riley ready. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, that one is wide for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the only run of the ball game for Everett, a home run to left center field. Let's laugh at his bat. Here's the next pitch, the big yacker high and away for ball 2. Flight out to center field in the 2nd, and again the home run in the top of the 5th, which time gave Everett the 1-0 lead, but Linn-Benton tied it in the bottom of the 5th. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swing, popped up, right side, high, towering pop up to second base going out. The right fielder, Darzinski, calls him off, and he makes the catch. So Everett retired 1-2-3 here in the 7th inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Everett 1, Linn-Benton 1.
Station Portland on space to ground 3. Ready to close valve 2. Valve
1. As certified jumpers, divers, and survival experts, Special Forces are dropped behind enemy lines to train foreign fighters, carry out covert missions, or prevent future conflicts. These soldiers live for the challenge, highly trained and highly intelligent. Special Forces soldiers are the best of the best.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you, for them, Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
Bottom of the 7th, 1-1 tie, Linn-Benton and Everett. Linn-Benton now coming to the plate. They'll send the 9, 1, and 2 hitters to face Owen Leonard. Leonard's first pitch, as Darzinski shows the bunt, takes the pitch for a strike. No balls, 1 strike on Derek Darzinski. He's 0 for 2 today, fouled out to the left fielder and grounded out to the second baseman Anderson. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and Leonard's pitch misses outside and high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on the number 9 hitter, Darzinski. Leonard's ready. Here comes the next pitch. That fastball bit inside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike on Darzinski. Again, losers out. Ball game, Linn-Benton and Everett. And it's been a terrific ball game. Winner plays tomorrow at 11:05. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. They'll play the loser of the Spokane Lower Columbia contest. That game not scheduled to start till 7:35. Again, you've got to win all the way out to win the 3:35 game on Monday. Here's the next pitch. High and away for ball 3. So 3 balls and 2 strikes on Darzinski. Leonard has walked just 1 so far and struck out 5. Hard-throwing right-hander is ready. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. The ball dropped by the catcher. He'll pick it up, throw to first in time. Darzinski retired for the first out of the 7th inning. So the 6th strikeout for Leonard. And the put out 2-3, and we'll go back to the top of the order. That'll bring to the plate the center fielder, Cole Carter. Carter today, 0 for 3 afternoon going, but he's been on base. Struck out in the first. Comes the first pitch to him. Swing, chopped towards the mound. Over to his right is Leonard. High throw, but gloved there by McCannell, and he gets his foot down, and Carter retired for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down now for the Roadrunners here in the 7th inning. 5 consecutive batters retired now by Leonard. They bring to the plate Congdon. Congdon 1 for 3 this afternoon. The first baseman struck out in the first, grounded out to the shortstop in the 3rd, and singled back in the 5th. Leonard is ready. First pitch to him off speed, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on the number 2 hitter, Josh Congdon. Bottom of the 7th, 1-1 is your score. Here's the next pitch. Curveball nubbed off the end of the bat, and the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. Got a text from my youngest daughter. She's on the way down to Shasta. Apparently they just got there and it's raining. Serves you right. You leave the sunny Pacific Northwest to go to Shasta to play in the boat. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Congdon is down, and so is Linn-Benton here in the 7th inning of play. Leonard, 2 strikeouts in the inning, now 7 on the ball game, and after 7, it's Everett 1, Linn-Benton 1.
Nestled within tall trees and beautiful buildings, Pierce College has established itself as a national leader in improving student success. With 2 main campuses in Puyallup and Fort Steilacoom, and satellite campuses on Joint Base Lewis-McChord, Pierce College strives to create quality educational opportunities to help students realize their possibilities. As we celebrate 50 years in the community, Pierce College is proud to offer more than 60 programs of study with a fit for you, your life, your schedule, and your dream. Find your path, start at Pierce College today, and realize your possibilities. Visit pierce.ctc.edu.
Ready for a new adventure? Study at Douglas College in Vancouver, Canada. Take a post-degree program and launch your career, or prepare to study at top Canadian universities. Become eligible for a 3-year work visa with a 2-year program. Choose success. Choose Douglas College.
The day is done for Kevin Riley as he goes 7 innings, allows 1 run on 5 base hits, does not walk anybody, and he strikes out 4, and he's replaced by Brennan Laufenberger. Laufenberger has appeared in 10 games, started 10, completed 1, has a record of 8-0 with an ERA of 1.99. Now he's coming in here in relief at a 1-1 game. And the first pitch to the hitter, Connor Marshall, bangs the pole again. Swear I've been here dozens of times and never heard the ball hit the pole. We've heard it 3 times here in the first 2 days of the NWAC Baseball Championships. So no balls, 1 strike on Marshall. Here's the next pitch from Laufenberger. It's high, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Marshall. Marshall 0 for 2 this afternoon. Struck out in the 3rd and flied out in the 5th. Here's the next pitch, up and in. He had to turn his head at the last moment, and the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Laufenberger on the year, as I mentioned, 8-0, an ERA of 1.99. He has struck out 34 and walked 19. He is ready from the stretch. Here's a 2-1 pitch way upstairs for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike now on the batter. Top of the 8th inning right now. As a financial cooperative founded by teachers, STCU is happy to support the students of the community colleges of Washington. You can join our not-for-profit credit union if you live, work, attend school, or worship anywhere in Washington. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 2. Well, the count runs full on Connor Marshall. 3 balls, 2 strikes, top of the 8th inning in a tie ball game. Laufenberger ready. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Up and in, ball 4. Nearly grazed Marshall, but he got away from it. It'll go down to first base on the walk. That is the first walk given up by the Roadrunner pitching staff here this afternoon, as Riley did not walk anybody and struck out 4 while giving up 5 base hits. I'll bring to the plate, top of the order, Cam McGrath. McGrath 1 for 3 today. See if he's bunting as we are late in the ball game, and he does show the bunt. Pushes up the first base line, gloved by the pitcher. He'll throw to first in time, and the sacrifice is good. 1-3 the sacrifice for the first out. Down to second base goes Marshall. Laufenberger with the grab of the baseball and tossed it over to Congdon, but just like JoJo Howie wanted, he got McGrath to bunt the ball and get Marshall down to second base in scoring position. That'll bring to the plate Trent Tingelstad. Tingelstad looking for his first base knock of the afternoon. Laufenberger from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and a fastball high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on the left fielder Tingelstad, and it looks like we're going to get a visit to the mound as Laufenberger struggling a bit with his control early. And I don't know if he's just not warmed up yet or just hasn't found his release point, but at the moment he has not had a lot of luck getting the ball over the plate. So again, the winner of this ball game survives till tomorrow. Everett looking for its first championship since 2013, and Linn-Benton looking for its first one since 1991. So not that long ago for Everett, just 5 years ago, but 1991, the last time that Linn-Benton has taken home the NWAC trophy. 27 years. Doesn't seem possible, does it? 1991, 27 years. Time really does fly. Right, the conference is over. Tingelstad ahead in the count, 1 ball and no strikes in a 1-1 ball game with 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. Laufenberger ready. Here comes the pitch, and again, it misses outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on Tingelstad. He has 7 home runs on the season for the Trojans. He's definitely got the power, and the ball seems to be going out to right field today. So if he can get under it, maybe he can get it above the fence there. Comes the pitch, 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Tingelstad. Got the pitch he wanted, just couldn't connect. But he's still ahead in the count at 2-1. Runner at second. Marshall takes his lead. Say at a standard lead, not very big right now. Laufenberger looks back. Here's the pitch. That fastball high again. Ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike now on Tingelstad. Nick Anderson awaits on deck for the Trojans. late in the ball game, and it's tied. Tension a little more palpable now. Here's the next pitch, and it misses, ball 4. So Tingelstad walks, and 2 of the first 3 batters that Laufenberger has faced have walked, and that's going to be it. We're going to make a pitching change, as Laufenberger is going to go 1/3 of an inning and doesn't allow a hit, but he walks a couple of batters, and they're going to give the quick hook to him, and he's going to come out of the ball game. We'll have a reliever come out of the bullpen down the right field line for the Roadrunners. We'll see who that is, and then he will come in and try and limit the damage here. Hopefully not give up any runs if you're Linn-Benton. But coming on in for Linn-Benton will be Trevor Wells, the sophomore, and he will try and keep Everett off the board. But again, that's one of the hardest things to do when you give up walks. Laufenberger will leave. Now Wells will have to come in and try and stop the rally here of Everett. But again, hardest thing to do if you're defense is stop a team that keeps giving walks. So they got 2 runners on and haven't done anything. For Wells, let's look up what he has done on the season. Wells will be his 14th game. He has started 1. He's pitched 17 1/3 innings, allowed 15 base hits. He has walked 13 and struck out 14. Has 9 saves, though, with an ERA of 2.07. Well, a high walk strikeout ratio, almost 1-to-1. You're gonna have to bear down here, and hopefully for Linn-Benton come in and get a ground ball double play and get out of the inning. Again, it's 1-to-1 right now, Linn-Benton and Everett in the top of the 8th with just 1 out. STCU salutes the community colleges of Washington for helping students achieve their educational and career goals for more than 50 years. When it comes to your financial goals, join the not-for-profit financial cooperative that serves members throughout Washington. All right, we'll resume action here now as Nick Anderson will step to the plate in a tie game, but runners at first and second now for Everett with 1 out in the top of the 8th. Anderson 1 for 3 this afternoon, a single back on the 4th, struck out in the 6th and grounded out in his first at bat. The first pitch, swing and foul back to the screen for strike 1. Wells brings dead red right off the bat, and Anderson fouls it back to the screen. Anderson on the year, a .280 hitter, and now time called. He has 7 home runs and 36 RBIs. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Curveball swing popped up down the right field line. That's twisting. It'll end up out of play. And the count, no balls and 2 strikes on the hitter Anderson. McCormick awaits on deck if there is no double play. So game number 6 here, tight contest. As Linn-Benton lost yesterday in a tight contest, 4-3. Now in another nail biter here in an elimination game. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Curveball, line drive into left field. That'll fall for a base hit. Touching third and heading home is Marshall, and it's 2-1 Everett. Line shot into down the left field line by Anderson, and it picks up the RBI, and Everett on top by a score of 2-1. Tingelstad goes down to second base on the base hit, but a solid line drive down the left field line, and Everett has reclaimed the lead at 2-1. 1 out. New batter to the plate, Kenny McCormick, the catcher. Wells from the stretch. Looks back to second. Comes home with a pitch and a fastball a little bit upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on McCormick. McCormick today is 0 for 3, grounded out to the first baseman, flied out to the right fielder, and also flied out to the left fielder. Wells is ready. Here's a pitch, fires it up to the plate, and it's low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Interesting that Kevin Riley goes 7 innings, does not walk a batter. Laufenberger comes in, works a third of an inning, walks 2, And now Wells is behind in the count 2-0. Here's the next pitch, and that misses away. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes on the hitter, McCormick. So the plate jumping around on the relievers for Linn-Benton. Here comes the 3-0 pitch, and that's strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Wry smile from Kenny McCormick as he thought it might have been a bit outside. And the count now at 3-1. But he gets another hack at least, with runners at first and second. Wells is ready. Here's the pitch. Fastball swing and fouled away. And the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes now on McCormick. Everett's plated a run here in the top of the 8th. Now has a 1-run advantage as Wells is ready. McCormick steps back in. Here's the pitch. Swing. Fly ball, right center field, quickly moving over his right field. Darzinski makes the catch and quickly gets it in, and the runners will not advance. McCormick flies out to Darzinski in right center field. Tingelstad thought about tagging, but Darzinski gets the ball in quickly, and Anderson elects to stay at third base. Are now runners at first and second, but with 2 outs for Everett. That'll bring to the plate Danny Head. Head today 1 for 3. A single in the second, struck out in the 4th, grounded out the 3rd, his last at bat. Wells checks the second. Here's the pitch. Curveball, swing, bounce, foul down the third base line. And the count's 0 balls and 1 strike. Couple of bases on balls. And as always, it seems like a leadoff base on balls comes back to score, and in this case it did, as Marshall led off the inning with a walk, sacrificed to second, and scored on the Anderson single. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Danny Head. Wells trying to keep the damage to just 1 run, as his team is a home team, so they'll have 2 more opportunities to try and win this ball game. Wells ready. Here comes the pitch, and he takes a fastball a bit outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One to throw it outside, hoping that the batter Head would offer at it. He did not, and the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Head on the year, .245 batting average. Wells ready. Here's the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called, and Head is rung up, and that ends the inning here for Everett. But the Trojans pick up a run in the top of the 8th, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. The score is now Everett 2, Linn-Benton 1.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
Appleton, Education Outreach Officer at STCU. I have been labeled as frugal. I'm more motivated by saving money than I am about spending money. I essentially have had the same vehicle for nearly half of my life. It's absolutely practice what you preach. One of my passions is mountain biking, and one of the ways that I can afford to have a quality mountain bike is by cutting expenses in other areas of my life. STCU has given me an opportunity to share things that I've learned with the community. I'm Keith Appleton, and STCU is here for good.
Okay, bottom of the 8th inning, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for the Linn-Benton Roadrunners, trailing by a score now of 2-1. To the plate comes Damon Peters, and the first pitch from Leonard is waved at strike one. Hope the Leonard family in Belfast is enjoying this ball game as their boys now made it in to the bottom of the 8th inning, leading by a score of 2-1, has allowed just 3 base hits and still throwing strikes. Count no balls and 2 strikes on Damon Peters. Peters today is 0 for 2, reached base on an error in the first, flied out in the third, and hit by a pitch in the 5th. Here's the next pitch. Misses outside, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Peters. Leonard ready. Gets the signals. Here comes the wind and the delivery, and that one bounces up to the plate for ball 2. Not sure what time it is in Belfast, but I remember when Aubrey, our boss girl at the radio station, went to Ireland a couple years ago. I thought she said it was 9 hours ahead, so that's true. It's about midnight back there. I guess it's a good time to be pub crawling, isn't it? Next pitch, swing and foul back to the screen. And the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. So I hope you're enjoying it. And also with Tracy Stagg. That's right, Kelly Smith isn't with you, come to think about it. Here's the next pitch. Ground ball hit towards the shortstop. Rodriguez is over there, throws in time, and did he keep his foot in the bag? He did, and out of first base is Peters. Ball was up the right field line just a bit, but McCannell able to keep his foot on the bag, and Peters retired for the first out here in the 8th inning. So 1 out, that'll bring up to the plate Cole Hamilton. Hamilton today is 0 for 3. Fouled out to the first baseman, grounded out to the shortstop, and also grounded out to the second baseman. And he takes the first pitch for a strike. Hamilton 0 for 3 here this afternoon. Everett 2, Linn-Benton 1, 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. Leonard ready, here's the next pitch. Off speed, misses, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hamilton. Again, if you're listening locally, 101.5 The Wave will have the Kelso Highlanders in about an hour as they play at the state championships. Ball swung on, hit towards right field, and that to be played on a hop by Hacker out in right field. Hamilton dumps it in front of Hacker out in right field, and a 1-out base hit for Linn-Benton. Well, a tying run out on first base. I'll bring up to the plate Evan Cyrus. Cyrus came in place of Frenstad as a pinch hitter back in the 6th inning, and he walked then. He'll step on in. Leonard from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses low and away. Ball 1. Low and in. Ball 1. Infield looking for the double play. The middle infielder is playing back, as does the third baseman. Here's the pitch. Curveball high. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes now on Cyrus. Cyrus, again, the freshman. Leonard's ready. Here's a pitch. Fastball taking all the way, and it's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Cyrus. You hear the applause in the background from the Everett fans. They're looking to keep their season alive and shock the Roadrunners here for the 2nd day in a row. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Shows the bunt, and looks like it bounced up and hit him. And the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball went off the bat, and I think it came up and hit the batter. Now the count 2-2. We'll look again. Now it hit the catcher's glove. Okay. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on the batter, Cyrus. Leonard will rub that baseball down. And he'll step back on the rubber as he works from the stretch. Hamilton takes his lead at first, held on there by McCannell. Here's the pitch, and it's way outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes now on the hitter, Cyrus. Activity in the Everett bullpen. If Leonard can't get through this, if he doesn't get this bat out, he might be on the hook. Runner stays. There's the 3-2 pitch. Hit slowly towards the second base on the throw to second. They throw it away. Goes into left field as the second baseman Anderson went to turn 2 and threw it over Rodriguez's head into left field. And there is an error. So safe at second base on the E4 is Hamilton. And safe at first base on the fielder's choice is Cyrus. So a big change there as Anderson went to try for 2 instead of taking the sure out at first. Now Linn-Benton has the go-ahead run at first base, and now the third baseman and first baseman will probably cheat up as perhaps they expect a bunt, and it's bunted high in the air behind home plate and will be, I believe, off the screen, and the count, no balls and a strike. Yeah, it did hit the screen, so no balls and a strike. Mascarenas bunted it in the air and couldn't get it down. Well, the count, no balls and 1 strike on Richard Mascarenas. Struck out in the second, flied out in the fourth. We'll see how big that error is, because that's the 3rd error of the ball game by Everett. Leading by a run here in the bottom of the 8th inning with 1 out. Leonard will now get back on the rubber as Mascarenas steps out of the box. Now get back in. Leonard from the stretch. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball hit towards the hole. Glove there by the shortstop. Throw to third in time. Rodriguez to his right. A quick throw to the third baseman, and out at third is the runner, Hamilton. We'll take a look, and yeah, he's out. So down to first base, Mascarenas on the fielder's choice. A 6-5 put out at third base, and Cyrus goes down to second. Now they're going to have a conversation. From the replay I saw, looked like he was out. The foot was definitely on the bag. And we'll probably take a look. Oh yeah, we're going to. It's late in the game, so it's not a surprise that the umpires are going to take a look right now as we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 2-1, Everett on top of Linn-Benton. As a financial cooperative founded by teachers, STCU is happy to support the students of the community colleges of Washington. You can join our not-for-profit credit union if you live, work, attend school, or worship anywhere in Washington. Again, a big call here as it is a losers out contest as Linn-Benton trailing by a score of 2-1. Right now, we've got 2 outs if the call stands. If not, the bases will be full with 1 out and DQ Lee at the plate. In the winner plays tomorrow at 11:05 and the loser goes home. So the umpires want to make sure that the call is right. Owen Leonard has gone 7 1/3 innings so far, perhaps 7 2/3 innings. He's given up just 1 run so far and 4 base hits. His defense has hurt him as it made 3 errors here this afternoon. 1 led to a run, and perhaps an error in this inning might lead to another one. We're going to wait for the call, and he is out at third base. To me, it looked like the right call. It looked like the ball was there and the foot was on the bag. So out at third base is Cole Hamilton. So now there are 2 outs with runners at first and second. So the tying run is at second base for Linn-Benton and Cyrus. That'll bring to the plate DQ Lee. Lee today is 1 for 2, a single to left in the second, hit by a pitch and scored the lone Linn-Benton run in the 5th, and flied out his last at bat to left field. To see another replay, and it looks like he's out to me, so I think it's the correct call. So Lee will step in, see if he can tie this ball game up, or perhaps do better, put his team ahead with 2 outs on the bottom of the 8th. In Linn-Benton, the home team, a bit of advantage for the Roadrunners. Leonard is ready. Here's a pitch, and misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on DQ Leonard. Or DQ Lee. Why do you keep doing that? DQ Lee. So Lee at 292 hitter. Owen Leonard is the pitcher. Here is the pitch, and it misses high and away for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on DQ Lee. Runners at first and second. Tate Cowden waits on deck if Lee can keep the inning alive. Everett holding on to the 1-run lead. Leonard from the stretch. Couple looks back to second. Here's a pitch. Swing. Fouled away. They got 2 balls and 1 strike. And after this, we'll have a game at 4:35 and one more at 7:35. Winners bracket games. The winners of those 2 games will play tomorrow at 5:35. And they'll move into the Sunday game, the winner of that one. Leonard ready. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball hit up the first base line. Diving, stopped by McCannell, goes to the bag and retires Lee for the final out of the inning. McCannell goes to Sproul, gets the ball in his glove, goes to the bag, and Linn-Benton turned away here in the 8th inning of play. After 8, Everett 2, Linn-Benton 1.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you, for them, Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence. I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
McCannell, who just made the diving stop at first base, will lead off here at the top of the 9th for Everett. He'll be followed by Hacker and Rodriguez. How many times have we seen a great defensive play, and then the batter is the first batter in the next inning? In this case, it turns out to be McCannell. So McCannell looking for base hit number 1 here this afternoon. Wells is ready, first pitch, fastball line, past the second baseman into right center field for a base hit. McCannell, the first base, he'll hold there as he got it just out of the outstretched glove of Cowden. See the line drive, and Cowden jumps, just couldn't quite get to it. And McCannell has his first hit of the ball game. So Everett is going to... Oh, well, we missed something there. Sorry, McCannell. We didn't catch that. It was Morrow Owens who was at first base, apparently made the play. Well, I guess I better change that. Didn't catch that. I saw 30 and a 20, so Owen is at first base, and he steps in. Ball bunted back to the pitcher, grabbed there by Wells, so underhand to the first baseman, and the sacrifice is good as Hacker does the job there. And it's a 1-3, and down to second base goes Morrow. Well, Morrow Owens is at second base. As he replaced McConnell. He's out down at second base with Rodriguez coming to the plate. Again, 2-1 Everett on top. Linn-Benton will have one more opportunity to try and tie the ball game. They'll have a 8, 9, and 1 hitters when they get up. And the first pitch from Wells, strike 1. Rodriguez with a home run in the 5th, and he's flied out a couple of other times to center and to right. Wells is ready. Here's a pitch. Swing a line drive towards right field. Darzinski charges. He can't make the play. Have to field it on a hop. Down to third base goes Owens. Well, Rodriguez goes opposite field as he dumps in front of Darzinski. And now runners at first and third for Everett with one out. And up to the plate comes Connor Marshall. So Everett looking for a huge insurance run here as it leads 2-1 with one out in the top of the ninth inning. They're leading the Linn-Benton Roadrunners here in a losers out game at the NWAC Baseball Championships. Oh, do we see a suicide squeeze? What do we see? A lot of things can happen here now. Wells is ready. First pitch, fastball, outside corner, strike one. The ball's in a strike on Marshall. Marshall 0 for 2 today. Scored a run after he walked in the top of the eighth. Led off the eighth with a walk. Came around to score. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball, foul. And they count at 1 ball, or no balls and 2 strikes now on Marshall. That pretty well takes the suicide squeeze off. So we'll see if Marshall can put the ball in play and perhaps get a run in. Wells is ready. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fires a pitch off the glove of the catcher Hamilton. He quickly runs it down as it rolls away to his right. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right now, Laufenberger is the pitcher of record for Linn-Benton. Wells trying to keep it a 1-run game. Comes a 1-2 pitch again. Fastball misses low and away for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Marshall. 1 out, runners at the corners for Everett. Middle infield hoping for the ground ball to get the double play. Here's the pitch. Outside by a bit, and the count goes 3 balls and 2 strikes on Marshall. Fans from Linn-Benton wanted that call, didn't quite catch the plate, and the count goes full at 3-2. Now do you send the runner at first? No, there's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Marshall fans for the 2nd out of the inning. For Wells, his first strikeout of the ball game. And that'll bring to the plate, top of the order, Cam McGrath.
Designated hitter, number 5, Cam McGrath.
McGrath making his 5th at bat. This will be his 4th official at bat. As he grounded out, he has popped out, singled, and sacrificed bunt. So with 2 outs now, we'll take a base hit for Everett to get the run, or an error, as you do have a runner at third. 2 hits in the inning, but more importantly, no runs for Everett. So Wells will work from the stretch, and the first pitch is low. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on the hitter McGrath. Wells is ready. Here comes the next pitch. Fastball, cut out and miss, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on the leadoff hitter McGrath. McGrath, the designated hitter today. Wells ready. Here's the pitch. Fastball, strike 2. And look back at the home plate umpire by Cam McGrath. Now he'll take a walk away. Now he'll take a quick look down to his head coach. Now he'll step back in. Down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. His team clinging to the 1-run lead. Comes a 1-2 pitch in the dirt, blocked nicely there by Hamilton, and the count evens out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That ball gets past Hamilton, a run might score, so he's got to do everything he can to keep the ball in front of him. A lot of tension right now this time of the ball game, an elimination game. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and that's wasted high and outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes now on McGrath. This will allow Rodriguez to get moving at first base. He'll take his lead. Not held on there by Congdon. There he goes. There's a pitch. Bounce right back to Wells. Wells partway to first, underhand to the first baseman, and McGrath is retired, and so is Everett here in the top of the 9th inning. The Trojans threaten it, but they do not score when we go to the bottom of the 9th. Everett 2, Linn-Benton 1.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quade? See ya! Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
People say knowledge is power, and they have a point.
At Portland State, you tell your own story.
You build your own stage.
You take your best ideas to the streets.
You let the world see who you are
and who you hope to be. Knowledge is about how hard you're willing to work to do something real.
It's about how far you're willing to go to do something great.
Well, it's hold on time if you're Everett, and it's winning time if you're Linn-Benton, because we're at the bottom of the 9th, and it's a 2-1 game, Everett on top, and the day is over for Owen Leonard as he goes 8 innings. He is up 1 run on just 4 base hits. He walks 1 and he strikes out 7, and he has an opportunity to win this ball game as Callahan will come on in to try and save it for Everett. Callahan on the year has appeared in 13 games. He started 5, has 34 2/3 innings pitched so far. He has given up 23 earned runs and an ERA of 5.97. He has 2 saves on the year and a record of 1-2. So Callahan will try and save the ball game for Owen Leonard and keep the season alive for Everett. Up to the plate will come Tate Cowden for Linn-Benton. Cowden, Darzinski, and Carter, 8, 9, and 1. Callahan ready, first pitch, fastball, outside corner, strike 1. Cowden on the day is 1 for 2, a single in the 2nd, a sacrifice bunt in the 5th, and struck out looking back in the 6th. Here's the 0-1 pitch, another fastball, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Cowden. Callahan's ready. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That one's wasted outside for ball 1. Everybody thought that was strike 3, but from here it was easy to see that was well outside. Callahan, the freshman from Boise, Idaho. There comes the next pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Callahan played at Timberline High School. And for you locals, here comes the 2-2 pitch, and swing and a foul, and the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. For you local basketball fans, a couple of twins played basketball at Mark Morris. They originally came from Timberline High School in Boise, the Berger twins, their high school team. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside corner, strike 3 called. Cowden caught looking. That's the first out here of the bottom of the 9th inning for Linn-Benton. Callahan's first strikeout of the ball game, 8th of the night for the Everett Trojans. Anyway, the Berger boys played for Mark Morris, and they got a 3rd place finish at the state 2A basketball tournament back here in March. First pitch, and it hits him in the foot. Darzinski hit on the foot as the pitch was inside, and he'll trot on down to first base. That is exactly what one coach did not want to see. that being the Everett coach. So now the tying run is at first base and the top of the order for the Roadrunners. That'll bring to the plate Cole Carter. Carter today is 0 for 4. Struck out in the first, flied out in the third. As Callahan works from the stretch and throws it all the way to the backstop. And down to second base goes Darzinski. So a wild pitch now, and the tying run is at second base. Carter reached base on an error in the fifth and grounded out to the pitcher in the seventh. So Callahan got Cowden, then he hits Darzinski, and the first pitch to Carter is a fastball, goes all the way back to the backstop, and now the tying run is at second base. Oh, getting very interesting here. It's Linn-Benton trying to tie this ball game up here in the bottom of the ninth. Maybe with a break, win it. You don't get 42-3 just by luck. So they've had to win some games, some gutsy games, to keep their winning streak alive, which reached all the way to 30 till it ended yesterday. Now Callahan will work from the stretch. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. Fastball waved at and missed, strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike on Carter. Double play obviously not in play now with Darzinski at second base. Callahan ready, checks, here's the pitch. Curveball, outside and high for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike on the leadoff hitter, Carter. Carter on the year with 40 RBIs. That is the best for the Roadrunners. Now you got the guy up with the plate. If you're Linn-Benton, that's the guy you want up there. He delivers the runs. See if he can do it here. Counts 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses away. Ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. And Callahan is struggling here as he struck out Cowden. Then he hit Darzinski. Now he's behind in the count to Carter. 3 balls and 1 strike. You have to assume that Leonard just ran out of gas as he went 8 innings and gave up just the 1 run on 4 base hits. And of course, he might be on a pitch count too. I'm not sure how many pitches he threw. Callahan is ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And the count runs full now on Cole Carter. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Carter. See what happens here. Gets eerily quiet as we wait for the pitch to be thrown. Callahan's ready, looks back to second. Checks again. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Curveball, check swing, foul back to the screen. And the count remains full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Carter wasn't really sure if he wanted to take a hack, but he checked swing and got the foul tip and keeps alive here in the 9th inning. Getting 1 out, and his team trailing by 1 run. Callahan ready. Here comes the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Carter goes down swinging for the 2nd out of the inning, and Callahan has struck out the first 2 of 3 batters he has faced, and the tying run still down at second base as he hit Darzinski between the 2 strikeouts. That'll bring up Congdon. Congdon today is 1 for 4. Struck out in the first, grounded out in the third, singled in the 5th, struck out in the 7th. 9 strikeouts by the Everett pitching staff here this afternoon. Congdon steps in. Callahan ready. First pitch, fastball, waved at a miss, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Josh Congdon. Everett 2, Linn-Benton 1, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th inning. As Congdon will step out, readjust, and he'll step back in. Callahan ready. Again, a couple looks back there. Here's the pitch. Off speed, misses high, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Callahan stands 6 feet 5 inches tall. Throws pretty hard. Count 1 ball and 1 strike now on Congdon. Callahan ready. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Curveball swing, ground ball. Hit towards the second baseman. Glove there by Anderson. Throw to first in time, and the ball game is over. Congdon grounds out, and Everett wins the ball game this afternoon by a final score of 2-1. And Linn-Benton, which comes in with a 30-game winning streak, came in with a 42-2 record, comes out 0-2, and they are going home after the first 2 games here at the 2018 NWAC Baseball Championships. Your final score here this afternoon, the Everett Trojans 2, the Linn-Benton Roadrunners 1. And we'll wait here to see who Kirk Rowland is going to talk to down on the field. I'm guessing it'll be Owen Leonard as he goes 8 innings this afternoon, gives up 1 run on just 4 base hits. And the final line score this afternoon, 2 runs on 8 hits, 3 errors by Everett. For Linn-Benton, 1 run on just 4 base hits and no errors, and they are sent packing after 2 games here at the tournament. So Everett will move on tomorrow morning at 11:05 as they will play the loser of the LCC Spokane baseball game, which will start at 7:35 tonight. And then the 2 o'clock game will feature the loser of the Yakima Edmonds game. So 2 teams have been eliminated here at the NWAC Baseball Championships as Big Bend has been sent home, and shockingly, Linn-Benton has been sent packing as well. So now we'll have the winners brackets games here this evening as Yakima will take on Edmonds at 4:35 and Spokane and LCC at 7:35 here this afternoon.
We got to go out there and compete. We don't have many pitchers left on our staff, and I just got to do what I do so I don't burn the rest of our staff. You know, we got many more games to come, and hopefully I'll see someone in the Champo.
One thing that fans around here may not know, the local fans here, is this guy's got Longview ties. His dad, Bruce, went to high school right over here at Mark Morris. Uncle Gary, other family here. Kind of fun coming back to the, maybe not your hometown, but theirs.
Oh, yeah, they were excited. They wish they could be here. They're over in Ireland right now, and also had the chance to be, you know, somewhat related to the great Kelly Smith. Great friends with my dad, and I know he's done a lot here, but unfortunately I had to go be a Trojan.
All right, all congratulations. Good luck to Everett tomorrow.
All right, thank you very much.
Dave Andrew interviewing the winning pitcher, Owen Leonard, who goes 8 innings here this afternoon, allows 1 run and just 4 base hits, and Everett eliminates Linn-Benton here at the 2018 NWAC Baseball Championships at Story Field here in Longview. Hopefully the Leonard family got to listen to that interview with Dave here just a moment ago. I'm sure that the Irish pubs will be a lot more fun right now after your son goes all 8 of the 9 innings and picks up a crucial victory for Everett here this afternoon. So Everett will play tomorrow morning, as I mentioned, at 11:05 against the loser of the LCC Spokane game. That goes on at 7:35. Lane remains alive, and it will play the loser of the Yakima Edmonds game at 2:05 tomorrow afternoon. So 2 games in the book. Lane defeats Bend 5-2, and Everett knocks off Linn-Benton by a final score of 2-1. Join us again at about 4:30 this afternoon for Yakima and Edmonds. Till then, this is Vern Foster. So long, everyone.